guys, start lying down. Grab your roller if you don't already have it handy. And we'll start with a bridge. Your back is down. Your feet are on the roller. You're gonna take your inhale on the start, and we're gonna exhale and curl up. And your feet can be on the floor if you would prefer to start with the feet on the floor. The roller is gonna offer a little bit more challenge for the glutes and the hamstring. So I'm just gonna have us get into our body, and then when you're ready, if you can shut your eyes and just go inside and make that transition from your morning to being here now. All four corners of the feet are evenly on the floor if that's what you're doing the bridge on. And if you're on the roller, you're trying to make it even on the right and the left of your foot. You're articulating through your spine, waking up your back. Each vertebra tries to touch the floor before you peel it up. And then you're going to stay up. And when you're ready, just take your arms overhead and rest them on the floor. Just an extra stretch here. Palms face the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. And when you're down with your sacrum, take your hands to your feet. And you're going to take a happy baby. Hold that for 5. And if you want to open up your toes here, you can. 4, 3, 2, nice. And on the 1, let your feet go on the mat again, but lengthen your knees. So right now the roller is underneath my calf, lower calf. You're going to exhale, lift up the booty and lower. So I'm going to move my arms just so you can see. Lift up the booty and lower. Now you want a little, keep going, you want a little knee softness. Exhale, lift. That way your knees don't lock backwards. Exhale, lift. Good. Exhale, lift. And lower. Exhale, lift. Micro bend the knees. Up. Your hips go up and down. Good. Exhale, up. Up. And there we go. Yeah, Karen, you're welcome to do the heels on the floor too. It works with the heels on the floor. You lift up your booty. Yep, and it's a way to activate some stabilizers. Sometimes when people have hip clicking, you can actually get rid of that if you just activate these muscles. So I want you to think about the glutes are firing, the inner hamstrings are firing. Go up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, lower. Pull your feet in again, back to a bridge on the floor or the roller, and curl up 3 times and down, and up 2, and down, and up. Now, if you would like, add your right ankle on top of your thigh. You can do this on the floor or your roller and go up and down 10 times. But you see how we're adding a little bit of a hip stretch here. And 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower. Your right foot's on the roller, your left ankle's on the thigh. You're going to lift up, exhale. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now lower your left foot on the roller or on the floor and lift up your booty. And this is going to be a way to stretch that hamstring. Pull it up and let your heel flex as you lower it. Pull it up and flex. And see if you can really work that ankle point and flex. And when you do this, stretch your toes out on that flex. And inhale and exhale. 5. So you're just enjoying the stretch on the back of the leg. 6, the calf. 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower your foot and lift up your left leg and lower and up. And 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower that foot and let's exhale. Lower your spine. Take your right ankle to your left thigh and hands reach through your window. And now you can interlace your fingers on that thigh if you want. I'd like to rock here. You're also welcome to add a right ankle, little rolls or big rolls, big circles. And little point flex, little spread. 5. Ah, feels so good. 4, 3, and just let your exhale release any tension in the body. Inhale. And let's take that other side, ankle to thigh. Reach your hands through the window and hug. Spread the toes, roll the ankle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, moving those toes. 4, 3, 2, and then hands to both of your inner ankles, inner feet, and it's kind of like your little butterfly. Bound angle. Your elbows might even push your thighs out. Feels good on your inner thighs and also on that low back. Sometimes you can even feel the hips, the outer hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we'll take the feet back down on the roller or on the floor. Lift up the right leg and pull your right toes back. Do you feel how you have a hamstring stretch just by lifting your leg up? Now you're gonna lift this booty up and down. So go up and down 2, 10 times. 7, 8, keep going. 9, right foot's gonna go on the roller or the floor and do 10 up and down. Now let that left hamstring get the stretch here. So you're really trying to feel the stretch while you work your right leg. Good, neck is soft, toes are spread. And then see if you can take your feet, or lower your spine, see if you can take your feet out like a big V. I have to turn a little bit because of the wall, but you're basically taking a big V stretch. And hold. 10. Yes, if you can grab your inner ankle, your foot, or your inner thigh, that'll help. 10. Pull your toes back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take an inhale, and then exhale. Let your feet, for now, be on the roller, and start with your hands behind your head, and exhale, pull your belly in as you lift your shoulder blades up. So keep going. I just need to take off this one layer. Go up and down, up and down. And when you do this, you're just kind of reminding yourself of the cues for a good crunch. Your belly pulls in, your shoulder blades come off the mat. You're not using your glutes to slam your low back to the floor. Your neck is kind of like you're nodding yes. Now, that can be your posture. If you would like, take your arms overhead, and on your exhale, press up and over, and you're gonna feel that roller still kind of moving underneath you. Bend your knees. And go down, and exhale up, and good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, Good.
Jean, if you want to, you can just do crunches. Okay, hey,
You good? Inhale.
and exhale over. Good. Yep. Nice.
And you see how,
So what you can do is the ab crunch, or you can do this, or the foot stretches. Yeah.
so if you're doing this roll up, your knees go long
And you kind of pushing that roller forward.
Now the next time you do this, start with knees long when you're on the ground and then pull everything together.
1. Good, and stretch.
Good. And exhale, pull in everything.
Yeah, and bend your knees and then straighten.
Good. And exhale, in.
Pull your knees in and then
Lengthen your knees. And exhale.
crunch. Yeah. And then extend.
And crunch.
And extend.
One more. Inhale.
And then take your knees long while you're here. This is the possible add-on. Hinge, 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 and then roll.
Inhale. Exhale, come up
Up and over your legs. Lengthen your spine. Good, Rick. Hinge, 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 and then roll.
and exhale, come up.
Over your legs. And if it's not working out, just do a basic crunch. Hinge, hinge. Nice, Cheryl.
And then roll. And peel. Go over. Lift up.
Through your spines. And hinge.
Let's do 2 more of whatever you're doing.
And exhale. Lift up. Hinge. You notice these are a little harder with the roller.
Good. And then 1 more. Inhale.
Exhale, go up and over. Lift up. Hinge, hinge, hinge.
Full body stretch. Yay. Terrific. All right, we're going to lift you can take the roller just a little bit out of the way and lift the right leg up in the air. Leave your left leg down and circle that thigh and add on leg circles for 10. Good, Karen. Now, when you're ready, you're doing 10 circles, ribs down, abs engaged. We're going to do 10 the other way. Those of you that want it harder, your hip can come off the floor and the leg more across your body. 5, 6, good. And you're controlled. 7. The modification on these is to bend one or both knees. Yeah. Hug that leg up in the air, and this is a good hamstring stretch for the high leg, but on the low leg you also might feel your psoas. Point and flex at least 10 times. Really point and flex. Really spread those toes. Inhale. Lower that down. Take the other leg up. Circle your leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now go the other way. Nice. Shoulders are soft. On that 10th one, you can hold on to your leg and you can point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Both legs can come up. Now they're glued together. The hands are by your side like a frame, and we'll circle a corkscrew here. This is an inhale and an exhale. Just the main thing is breathe when you need to, as opposed to holding your breath. Breathe when you need to, as opposed to holding your breath. There is a little hip lift if you'd like, but it's controlled. You're not throwing your legs up. You get a little hip lift, and you're gonna feel your abs when you do that. That's an option, you don't have to, but it will add a good rectus abdominis contraction, your abdominals. Up. All right, guys, let's try to do 4 more, even if you need to bend the knees and modify it. 3, check your neck, soft, your face is soft. 2, 1. Now hug your legs in, lift up your shoulder blades. If you would like to add on the fuller version of this double leg stretch, if you need to modify, stay down and just lift up your arms and legs in the vertical. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and hug your legs. Lift up your right leg, extend your left leg out. Now remember, you can just modify by leaving your head down like this pair of scissors, but if you'd like, come on up. Now pull your toes back if you'd like a little more stretch. And if you'd like to add on, put your hands behind your head and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, lift up 3, those shoulder blades, that's the hard part, right? And recover for a moment. Hands on your shins, you can move those feet. And we're gonna add a rotation with that, okay? So when you come up, lift your legs, take your fingertips behind your head, roll your right shoulder blade off the mat and lower your opposite leg. Exhale, lift your left shoulder blade as you draw your opposite leg towards the floor. So your obliques are now firing. Lift up that shoulder blade, lift up that leg, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Rest your hands on your shins. 5, 4, 3, 2, nice. Lift up your legs, fingertips behind your head. Go up in the shoulder blades, lower together as a unit your legs. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your legs in and take a hand to each knee and move the thighs in big circles. If you imagine egg beaters or your, I can't think of the word, Cuisinart, the big machine. Can't think of it. We'll just say egg beaters. And one more time, hands to your ankles and push the knees out wide. 5, bound ankle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now put your feet on an imaginary table. Place your fingertips behind your head. Lift up and rotate your torso. Exhale, rotate your torso. This is going to be a little easier than the ones with the long legs. Exhale. Pull your toes back. Point your toes. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Full body stretch. Let everything go. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and on the 1, we're going to turn over onto our belly.
This is a great time if you need a sip. I will actually tilt my screen down a little sip, and then we're going to do belly down swan. So get your foam roller ready. That way, if you have it, you can get your elbows long, arms wide, go up with your inhale and exhale lower. Now, if you don't want to do this on the foam roller, it is fine to do this on the floor. It's an inhale to lift and an exhale to lower. Good. Inhale, lift. And we'll do plenty. So if you're just getting your roller or your water, it's fine. We'll do plenty. That's my favorite. Check your neck while you're doing this. It should be easy and free. You could have the image that you're rolling a marble on the floor with your nose. Up. Now stay up. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale. Now, we're going to do this again. So when you're ready, come up and hold. Now, if you want to add on, put your left hand towards your hamstring. Touch. Put that hand back. And let's do the other side. Touch. 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 And touch. And 4, 3, 2, both hands on and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, why don't we take a child's pose, rest your hips back, lower back and soften. 5, 4, 3, 2, nice. Inhale. And on your exhale, you can come back out. And remember, you can do these without the foam roller if you don't have one, but you can rest your hand on your underneath your head and lift up your right leg all by itself. And then the left leg all by itself. Lift up your leg and then lift up your other leg. I'm going to keep talking about the cues, but just keep doing the movements. When you do this, your belly is lifting like there's a piece of ice underneath your belly button. And it's almost like your leg gets longer right before you lift it. That'll keep the low back a little more engaged. The abdominals engaged, the low back won't compress. So you don't want to feel like you're sinking more in your low back. Try to lift a millimeter higher now that we're warmed up. Right, left, right, and left. Good. And if you'd like, take the arms and add that into it. Right arm and left leg left, left arm and right leg left. And it's kind of like I just moved it out of the way for a little bit. Your neck, you just want to check it. You probably are looking down at your mat, and we're lifting opposite arms and legs. Now, if you want it harder, all the limbs come off the mat and you continue. Good, building some bone density. You might be able to come up higher, Shireen, in your upper back. Yeah, see if that feels like it's more upper back extension. 4, 3, 2, child's pose when you're ready. Press your hips back. Now, if you want to stretch out your toes, your feet, pull your toes under. Your heels can be straight up and down. And that way, I heard it's going to rain there for 3 days. If you're in Roanoke's, if you have to wear muck boots or change your shoes, shoe wear, you've got some stretches going on for your feet. We'll come up to hands and knees and do a cat-cow. Act like you're a Halloween cat. Lift your sternum, lift your tailbone. Act like you're a Halloween cat. And lift your sternum, lift your tailbone. And round. And lift. And round. And lift. And round. And lift. Round. And lift. And exhale. Good. And then just take a big circle with your hip. Act like you're drawing a circle on the wall behind you. Good. This should feel so good. And then go the other way. Your shoulders can be pretty much over your wrist the whole time. So it's just your hip and your low back that are drawing circles. Yep. Nice. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to put that foam roller possibly underneath your shin side. If you don't have a roller or you don't want to use the roller, that's fine. I'm going to use it on the plank. Your forearms come down. Your elbows are on the mat or a doubled up mat, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. There you go. 3, 2, and recover by turning sideways, or I should just say adjust. Side plank. You can be on that roller. Lift up. Get ready. Yep, there we go. Upper back against an imaginary wall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your hip so your arm is safe. Let's go to the other side. And you're going to take that side plank, lift up, and the arm is up too. The head's against an imaginary wall. 10, good. 9, 8, 7, 6, really strong bottom arm. 5, good. 4, 3, 2. Now lower for a minute or a moment, and then turn around, and you're going to be on a front plank. And elbows are on that mat. Lift up your hips. You're in a plank. If you would like, move forward and back like you're going through a hollow tube. Just this tiny little movement. Abdominals. Make sure your low back doesn't drop anymore. 10. You can make it a little bigger if you're getting confident with that. 9. Back and forth. You're kind of rolling at your shin. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to turn sideways. Side plank. And lift up your arm. Hold. Now, this may be all you do. If you would like to add a rotation for 6, you can. If you would like to just hold still, you can. 5, but you notice that the roller creates a little bit of a stability challenge. 3, 4, 5, 6, and lower your hip. All right. Other side. And your ankles are on. Lift up. And if you would like to, you add on a rotation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now inhale and exhale, lower. Really good. Come back to your forearm plank. And I'm making sure, is my volume okay? Everybody good? Okay. All right. I'm just not sure. I see a delay in movement. I'm not sure if something's freezing or my volume's not good. Okay, lift up. You're in plank. Lift up your left leg. Lift up your right leg. Lift up your left leg. Lift up your right leg. Good. This is really strong. Remember, you can do this just in a modified knee plank if you need to. Take 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now rest for a moment. We're going to take the roller on the other side of our body. And it's a swan or a sphinx stretch. Basically, we're just going to use an extension to stretch out the abs that we've been working. So head somewhere that feels super good. and hold. Now, this is a great place to release tension in the neck, to check in that your belly's lifting. You can just do a sphinx as well. When you breathe, act like you're sending the breath directly to your upper back. Yeah. 3, 2. So good. And exhale. 1. Perfect. Now we're going to put the foam roller on the other end of our body. And just do the normal plank if you would like. But I'm going to double up this even on the front plank because there's a little bit more weight on the body, on the upper body. So if you would like to add on, you're going to put that roller kind of a couple inches below your knees and toes towards each other. And then you're going to bend your knees like you're a little inchworm. Okay. And then you're going to straighten them. You're going to bend them. It's okay if you have to adjust your legs on your roller sometimes. And exhale, pull under. Exhale, pull under. 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, recover. Now, the next one is going to be a corner to corner inchworm, and it's going to invite the obliques to get more involved. So again, you can always do cat-cow, a stretch if you need a modification, a basic plank. But when you're ready, you go shins to like toes in. You bend your knees towards your left elbow and then you straighten. Bend your knees towards your right. Bend your knees to your left. Bend your knees to your right. To your left. To your right. To your left. To your right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover however you want to. 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. And then we're going to do one where you're piking up your hips, kind of like a dolphin or a down dog or an upside down V. So your elbows are down. You can lift your hips and then lower. Toes towards each other so that you let your knees be long on this one. Keep your knees long. Yeah, see if you can feel that more when you're, now slow it down on the way down. You're fighting the return down to plank. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 2 more. And recover any way you want to. We're going to be doing the same thing, but a little bit of the hips towards the left corner and then plank, hips towards the right corner and plank. So it's like a diagonal pike, long legs, lift your hips, but you see how I'm kind of turning a little left. Now go right, but up in the vertical. Keep your knees pretty long. Lift, 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 lift. 1 more. Up, up, and recover. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Inhale. And this is a good place you can bend your elbows and stretch out the triceps as well. So bend your elbows, pat yourself on the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come up to seated. We're going to do a bound angle. And if you need a sip or want a sip, it's not that you want to wait till you need it. You want to take it prior to the need, right? So you can take a sip in bound angle. We'll come back. I just wanted to give the body a chance to have a physiological release or rest. You can open up the big toes here. You can press the inner thighs down. Good. Next stop. And 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Just shake out any tension in the neck. Gently come back up. Perfect. All right, we're gonna go back down to those amazing abs. So back to your forearms, back to your shins, on the roller if you want to. You know that you can always do this without. And we're gonna take a little plank. So lift up your knees, your shins are on the roller, probably like 2 inches below your knees. Now I'm gonna be really slow about this, so just come along when you can. Bend your knees and hold. So you see how you're an inchworm? Turn left, center, your knees are now facing low, turn right, center, you still look like an inchworm, and then straighten. Now you look like a plank. Bend your knees, adjust if you need, turn right, center plank, turn left, center, and then plank. I said the word plank earlier and I didn't mean it. Bend your knees, turn left, center, turn right, center, and straighten. Bend your knees, turn right, center, turn left, center, lower your shins, you can just rest. Good. Go back out to a normal plank with your ankles or shins on the roller and your knees long. And if you want to take a little funky plank, dip the left hip, dip the right hip, dip the left hip, dip the right hip. So let's do it together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Take that roller on the other side of your mat. And you can do a Sphinx without the roller. You can do a Swan without the roller, or you can do this with the roller. Sip if you want to. Go up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Okay, let's take one of two things. You can either do another hip stretch. I'll show you a couple. One is this, or sit on that roller and do a hip stretch with your roller. So either way, yep, good. Okay, great. Oh, isn't that nice? Yep, I have it vertical this time. If you're craving to do it the other way, you can. Sometimes the vertical way, it's gonna help get that from the sacrum to the trochanter, those external rotators. You know, you can lean back if you want a little bit more glute medius, or you know, you don't have to know what muscle it is, but you're just feeling different areas that you need. 10, and just keep breathing. If you notice you hold your breath, let that be your exhale. 5, 4, 3. Nice. It's very hard to come off of this one because it feels so good. Inhale. Nice, and then try your other one. So your foot's down, your ankles across, good. Roll out. What does one side feel like compared to the other? Good. Nice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the possibilities here are IT band. So on your side, you put your roller on the area between your hip and your knee, but not on the knee. And you see how I have my feet up? Because apparently my IT is not feeling tight today. But if you need to, you take your right foot down and that'll buffer it, dilute it. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, and exhale, lower. Now the other side, you've got this roller horizontal on your body, to your body. You're up on your IT from your hip to your knee. Now the top leg is diluting some of that. That's how you can make it not so intense. But if your hip's feeling pretty good, or your IT, you can take your feet kind of like a side plank. Breathing. Your face is soft. You roll back a little and you get some of that outer hamstring. You roll forward. So if you've had any lateral knee pain, nice, Jean, looking good. Getting that outer quad. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, let's go down to your quads, basically. Roll back and forth. Now you can toe out and it's going to be a little more emphasis on the inner quad. You can be neutral. Pam, you able to roll out or getting in the dog playpen? Now you can toe in and that's going to be more outer quad. You can also kind of shift your weight to more the right leg or to the left leg. You see, I'm just showing different. You can even bend and straighten. Five, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and exhale. Upper back, take your upper back on top of the roller, lift up your hips, and you're rolling out your upper back. You can do a little bit of a back bend. You could do a little bit of an ab crunch, kind of like a flexion. You can do both. More side on the right.
more on the left. So just experiment. Elbows towards each other can get those muscles that attach to the scapula, the rhomboids. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hit the right lat, turn sideways, push forward and back. And if you want to, you can kind of bias your shoulder more, or maybe you need more lat. That's a muscle that turns your shoulders inward. So if you've been feeling like you're rounded, working hard in the yard, something with maybe biking, gardening, that lat would like it. Breathe normally. So if you hold your breath by accident, just let that be a reminder to exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, take another inhale. And exhale, other side. Get that other. Lat. Grab a sip if you need. Back and forth. You see how you can get your scapula a little bit, the muscles that attach, or your lats, your tricep if that's tender. So you're just using your core a little bit when you roll out your muscles. Make sure you're not creating any tension elsewhere, like your neck or your face. You're trying to just exhale out the tension. Nice. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, I'm going to give you the inner thigh one. Turn your roller. Now watch how I send my left leg back like plank, and the toes are going to lift my knee and my left knee up. Now my right inner thigh is getting a stretch. You see how I kind of look like tree pose, or I kind of look like a frog? The right foot can even kind of just be off the floor. My left knee is off the floor like plank. I'm pulling my left toes under. I'm lifting up my hips so that I have enough intensity on that right inner thigh. Go towards the pelvis, go towards the knee. Lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let's go to the other side. You can let your arm, let your knee wide. Right toes under. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
And inhale. And then exhale, let that go. Really good. This is really good. We're going to take a quad stretch of your choice. So I want to show you on the roller, but if you need to do this on your side, you can. So I'll show or verbalize all of it. If you're on your back, that's a great chest stretch if you just put your arms like this. So I want you to have permission to do this. You feel how that's a great posture stretch. Or if you want to add your quad, you can do the right shin under, put the right shin under. Nice. The other option is to lie on your side without the roller and do a quad stretch, okay? Good, Karen, that looks good. I'm looking. Gucci. And if you're in the quad stretch and you can handle it, you can make your arms like a little Y, and that's gonna open up those chest and shoulders, or at least flip the palms towards the sky. Yep, nice, so you get a lot. Now, let the muscles go in your upper back and your chest and shoulders. How are the posture muscles? Are they kind of pulling you off the floor? Are you able to continue to let go? Rib pulls down, ribs pull down, excuse me, pubic bone pulls up. So you want to feel that breath low in the diaphragm. Now with your next inhale, let's take that foot out and try the other one. Your ribs pull down, your pubic bone pulls up. If you're on your side, just flip to the other side. Make sure your neck is happily supported. Face is soft. Five, 4, 3. Nice, Jean. It's amazing. 2. Big breath low. And exhale. Gently come off there. Good. And if you can, just take a little bridge with your booty up. And that may be your posture. Your roller is more on the booty side than the low back side. So you could walk your torso more up. Now, if you want, you can lengthen a leg for 5 and then the other leg for 5, or take both legs long. It's critical though that your foam roller is closer to the gluteal smile and you're not creating any excess tension in the low back. You don't need to hurt a body part to help a body part. So the less is more. Long legs, and let the psoas muscle tends to hang on and be easy to contract, easy to flex, like overly sensitive to wanting to flex. So see if you can release that tension in your hip where your front pocket would be, with deliberate attention on letting go. Your exhales are a great place to help release.
Take a few moments here just to let the body go. Now slide your feet on the floor and just lift your booty up and get rid of that. And see how your body is resting. You can shake out any tension in the feet, the legs, the hips, and the arms. Relax your face. And just let yourself be in a state of receptivity by focusing on the breath gently. 3 cycles of inhale and exhale. Now, whenever you're ready, slowly wake the fingers and the toes and come up towards a seated position, facing the front of the room. Lift up through your spine and just take a moment to sit comfortably. And then notice how your hips feel. Notice how your spine feels. The chest and the shoulders, how there's a sense of openness and expansiveness. The crown is lifting without any effort. Just notice how your body is now, the state of physical relaxation. And then let your hands come over your heart and just make a little promise to yourself that if you feel like you're contracting to some stimulus in the environment, your perception of a stressor, that you can, with conscious effort, just bring yourself back into a state of physiological calm by the breath, by the gentle focus on appreciation or the breath. The muscles can feel like this again. So you're just creating a really easy path to homeostasis. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room with much care. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Good to see everybody. Good. Bye guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.